I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
You're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Wayne Bryan, last week we were in Montgomery with the Blue-Gray.
Yeah.
This week, golly, look where we are in the desert with the Little Mo. And I've lost my voice. I had you're forgiving. We had great questions for you, but my colleagues here. Kaylan's going to ask you the first question.
All right.
Why don't you ever wanted your sons to play against each other?
Because it was hard for them to do. They fought in practice, and so when they were 6, when they were getting in finals of tournaments, we thought, well, let's have one default to the other. We did that for a year, it worked out pretty well. And then Tom Gullickson came to our club, was doing a clinic with us. He had a famous brother named Tim Gullickson, the Gullickson twins, and he says, I agree. I think that's better because Tim and I, we had a tough, rough relationship because we played in so many tournaments, and we think it's better for brothers, especially twin brothers, to not compete against each other because everybody wants to be number one in the world, and it's hard to be number one in the world when you're number 2 in your bedroom. So we just think it's better to be brothers first. And they were in over 400 finals in their junior career from age 6 until 18, defaulting to each other. But it's worked out pretty well. And now a lot of people sort of seem to be copying that same thing. But we think that's the way to go. Yeah.
I'm going to be replaced because this guy's going to be great, right? Meecah, your question for Coach
Well,
Bryan.
when you guys were practicing and all, how were they practicing when they started? Were they practicing tough, fighting against each other a lot, or were they practicing hard?
They were pretty good in practice. I mean, they always have great enthusiasm, whether they're practicing, at the club or playing a match or playing an exhibition or playing in the Davis Cup or playing the Wimbledon finals. They always give it everything they have in practice or in a tournament match because they love to compete. And I think you want to make your practices as competitive as possible because that'll make it more like when you get out there and play. Too many people, if you dog it and just hit out of a basket or something, you don't compete in practice. It's hard to have a lot of guts when you get out there and play. You saw that match in the Davis Cup yesterday. They win the first 2 sets easy, then it gets away. Leighton Hewitt starts zoning. They lose the next 2 sets. Now they're in the 5th set. There's 12,000 people from Australia rooting against them, singing, going nuts, and they're playing one of the all-time greats. Leighton Hewitt's returning out of his mind. John Peers is 8th in the world. I mean, it's a tough ask out on the grass, but they had the guts to win the 5th. They won the first 8 points of the 5th to go up 2-0, then 3-1, 4-2, 5-3, closed it down. They only lost 2 points on their serve in the 5th. They know when it's time to really, get it done because they have the guts, having done it in practice so much. So you want to compete in practice. I'm a big believer in keeping score and playing games in practice. Don't just drill or hit balls out of a basket, but actually get out there and battle and compete and learn to win and lose in practice, and then I think you'll be able to do it in your matches.
There you go, guys. Yeah, here's a question from Wayne.
So how'd you guys do in the Little Mo?
We won doubles.
You won the doubles. What division?
Tens, yellow.
I like that yellow ball. Are you one right and left, or are you both right?
One left, one right.
Who's the left?
He's the left.
Are you sure you're not identicals?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I love a lefty and a righty because there's so many advantages in the doubles. The greatest doubles teams of all time have been a lefty and righty. Who inspired you to play doubles?
Well, ourselves, we just got enthusiastic about, not like probably when we started playing tennis, we just saw that doubles would be played better because we knew each other more than other people.
Yeah, I think doubles, there's more smiles in the doubles courts. The points are more exciting. It rounds out your skills. You learn to volley. I think if Andy Roddick had played more doubles as a kid, I think he would have won that Wimbledon match when Roger was deep in the hole in that wide forehand. Andy's at the net. He has a high, easy backhand volley. He hit it 15 feet wide. If he'd have played more doubles, he'd have made that volley easy, and I think he'd have won a couple more Wimbledon Grand Slams. I was with Andy a couple weeks ago. He's a good pal of ours. He was a Davis Cup teammate of Mike and Bob, and they played an exhibition together in Charlotte a couple of weeks ago. But I think playing a lot of doubles is good for you, rounds out your skills, and it's more fun. Don't you think doubles more fun? And you feel just as good when you win a doubles title as you do a singles title.
Yeah. And I think that what also inspired me to play doubles was your sons. They were amazing.
Yeah, that's what this That's a good answer. I like this guy better. So you're from what city?
We're from Phoenix.
Where do you play in Phoenix?
We play with
Just a court like in the community.
Like a public court?
yeah, just a public.
How many courts are there?
2.
Is it hard to get on?
No, not really because nobody's there. It's like a ghost town.
Do you have good juniors to play against?
Yeah, there's one guy who came a couple months ago. He's good.
Do you play against adults as well?
Yeah.
Mike and Bob played men, women, old guys, young guys, all different levels of players. I think the more people you play, the better off you are. Don't just necessarily play kids your own age in your own slot. Play people that are better than you and play people that you're a lot better than, because that's what you'll be playing them
A
at.
couple weeks ago, we played with the girl who's going to Stanford.
Who was that?
I forgot her name. Like Maya or something like that.
Good. Well, I want to see you guys on the court today. I'm going to show you some of the drills that Mike and Bob do. Maybe that will help you. You want to break all the records?
Yeah, sure. Always.
All you got to do is win 109 titles, 16 Grand Slams, be in 152 finals, win 5 Olympic medals, win the NCAA singles doubles, and win 24 Davis Cup matches, and be number 1 10 years in a row, win over $52 million. It's not hard.
Well, we'll just keep on working to it.
Keep on working. Okay, you guys might do it. I hope you do it.
Thank you.
I won't be around, but let me knock on my grave if you do it. Hi, I'm Coach Wayne Bryan, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.